I'm extremely pleased with what the governor presented. I mean, the governor's priorities were right on point with the same priorities that I have. And we're talking about increasing education. You know, the governor's talking about not only college, but I mean K through 12 plus post-secondary education. We need those additional dollars there, and here it is. You know, as a state, we're sitting on that, so I think that's important. In addition, the governor talked about prison reform. Folks recently know that I rolled out 7 pieces of legislation related to prison reform. So as the governor talked about increased supports and dollars for that, it falls right in line in ensuring that those who are formerly incarcerated who come out, that they have the opportunity to receive resources and services that can help them become productive citizens. Governor talked about workforce development. We as a state need to ensure that we make sure that people are back to work. And so the governor's putting additional dollars into job training programs, um, helping to sustain small businesses. So I'm really happy to see that the governor talked about that. Gun violence reduction was an important piece of the governor's message. You know, in the city of Philadelphia, I've convened numerous meetings with communities and law enforcement, as well as elected officials, bringing all of us together to talk about what we can do to reduce the gun violence. We saw that in the city of Philadelphia just last year, that we had a record number of homicides. We got to keep working to mitigate those numbers, and I think that the governor's budget address with the increased dollars will help us to do that. You know, there's another priority that the governor talked about, and that was supporting our seniors. You know, there are too many seniors who are out there who simply need supports and services. They're living from Social Security check to Social Security check. We're talking about paying for their medication, talking about paying for food. You know, housing is a concern for our seniors, so I'm looking forward to working with that. And as a member of Appropriations, you know, again, this was just the governor's presentation. You know, we're going to go through 3 weeks of questioning the various departments. I'm going to advocate and support the governor's initiative to make sure that we can get those additional dollars there. And I look forward to a robust discussion over the next few weeks so we can carve out a budget that's going to serve the people of Pennsylvania.